We are now joined on the phone by Florida Senator Rick Scott. Sir, thanks so much for taking some time to be on American Agenda today. Senator, this is a turning point turning into a cliffhanger. There are a lot of conflicting reports on whether the Republicans have the votes or that it may be a tie with Senators Collins, Romney, and Murkowski voting with the Democrats for more witnesses. What are you hearing in Washington?
Well, first off, I think everybody's tired. I think this is, this milk and water for days on end. Everybody's just sick and tired of it. Yesterday was just a complete bore. The Dems have had their chance. They didn't prove their case. We've wasted a lot of time. I think people are ready to get back to work. So what I believe is I believe we're not going to have witnesses. I think, I don't know what games Schumer will play Friday night, but I assume Friday night we'll vote to not have witnesses, and then we'll either vote that night late to quit the president.
Senator, the president obviously not happy with John Bolton. Bolton making very serious allegations in his manuscript against the president. Do you think at the very least, Bolton at some point should be called as a witness before the House and the Senate to talk about this issue? At this point, I know you said you didn't want witnesses, but now that we hear from Bolton, do you think at least we should hear from him now?
The Democrats had their chance. They could have subpoenaed him, and they're the ones that elected not to subpoena him. It's not our job to prove the Democrats' case. Here's the deal: this is going to go on and on and on. There's going to be some new revelation every day to keep this going as long as the Democrats think it helps them with an election. But we're up here actually to get things done, and people are fed up with this. When I talk to citizens back in Florida, they're fed up with this shenanigans, this charade. This is a partisan charade, basically, and they want us to get back to work. So they're going to come up with something new every day, and look, if we have Bolton, then we're going to have Biden. We're going to have Hunter Biden. We're going to have Adam Schiff. We're going to have the whistleblower. And it'll be, after they testify, there'll be somebody new. This will go on and on and on. This is the Democrats' playbook.
And, sir, you've been very clear about how this is, a boring impeachment trial for you. And you've actually taken a funny approach to it. You've released a video on Twitter. I want to play you this for our viewers and then, of course, have you comment on it.
Hi, I'm Rick Scott. As you may have heard, I've been taken hostage along with 99 other people in the U.S. Capitol. We are receiving only milk and water, and we are being subjected to the cruel and unusual punishment of listening to the rantings of Adam Schiff, a person from a parallel universe.
Now, some Democrats have attacked you, saying that hostage talk isn't funny. Has Washington lost its sense of humor?
Well, actually, I think that a lot of people feel that way, and I assume the Democrats probably feel that way too, because this is, think about it, this is not why we came up here. We came up here to do things. This is a partisan fight. These people, Democrats just hate Trump. They just hate the guy, and here's what's so fascinating, and here's why I did that video. They sat there and they tried to say that when Biden was vice president, it was okay for him to hold hostage $1 billion to get a prosecutor fired that was investigating a company that his son was getting paid $83,000 a month. They said, that's fine, not a problem. But, boy, if the president fires an ambassador, which he has every right to do for any reason whatsoever, there has to be something sinister there. Think about it. The American public is not this stupid. They saw what the Bidens did, and they don't think it's right. And so I think everybody sees through the charade of what the Democrats are doing up there. And by the way, they're hypocrites. Look at what Nadler said and Schumer said about partisan impeachments. But they're okay with this one. This one, not any other one. Of course, if it's a Democrat, it has to be bipartisan. But if it's a Republican partisanship, that's all fine.
Senator Scott, speaking of videos, you've been making some news here, running some anti-Joe Biden ads, this in Iowa ahead of the caucus. Some have said it's because you, sir, are gearing up for a run for the White House in 2024. Senator, do you care to break any news of your future plans right here on Newsmax? We've got to ask.
Well, that's for sure not what this is about. This is about making sure the public knows that Joe Biden, when he's sitting as a vice president, did something that all of us can say that was wrong. I mean, when you're elected and your son or daughter goes get a job, getting paid a whole bunch of money, and then they're working for the wrong company, and they get and the elected official gets a prosecutor fired, everybody knows that's wrong. So this is a way I did this as a way to get the press to talk about it. I did it up in Iowa because the caucuses are going on right now, and Joe Biden responded to it yesterday because he knows he knows he has a problem here. But why? Sometimes you look at this and you say, this whole charade of impeachment is actually to help Biden. Why did Nancy Pelosi sit on for 33 days? Well, Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren can't be up in Iowa now. So is this all set up to help Biden? I mean, you look at this and there's no logic to what the Democrats are doing, except it does help Joe Biden, and it's up here. They're trying to defend Joe Biden. That's all they're doing. It's all for Joe Biden. Everything is for Joe Biden.
All right. And a final question for you, Senator. You've taken the approach to tweeting videos from voters asking Congress to get back to business. Here's one of those.
Hi, my name is Bob Dye. I'm a resident of Florida, a United States Navy veteran, and I'd like to see Congress spend more time focused on border security, military affairs, and stop wasting time on the fake impeachment process.
So, Senator Scott, what are your constituents telling you about impeachment?
Well, they think it's a charade, and they're frustrated because they're like all the rest of us. They want to get something done. We got drug prices are too high. We're not getting that dealt with. We need to secure a border. We need to balance our budget. I mean, we're missing on. We want to get a military budget done again. Well, we can't even have the meetings because we're spending all our time in impeachment. So the public sees what's going on here. That this is just a game. And I think everybody's saying, "Look, enough's enough. Let's get this behind us." That's why I believe tomorrow night, when we take the vote on whether we're going to have witnesses, we're not going to take more witnesses. We're going to get this behind us so we can get back to the work of the American public.
All right. That's Florida Senator Rick Scott. Thanks so much for joining us.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing news channel, now in 65 million homes. Get Newsmax TV on all the major cable systems or go to NewsmaxTV.com and click on the Find Newsmax tab to locate us. Remember, Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.